Imagine you're walking on a sandy beach. The sun is warm, the waves gently lap the shore. You see a strange lump ahead. It looks like a dull, waxy rock. It does not look like much at all. You might even ignore it, but this strange lump could be something amazing. It could be ambergris. Ambergris is a rare and valuable substance. It is a true treasure from the deep ocean. For centuries, its origins were a complete puzzle. People found it, but they did not know where it came from. This mystery only added to its allure and its value. Ambergris is a very unusual material. The story of ambergris begins deep inside a magnificent animal. This animal is the sperm whale. Sperm whales are truly enormous creatures. They are some of the largest toothed whales on our planet. They can dive to incredible depths in the ocean searching for food. These whales are famous for their very large heads. Their heads contain a waxy substance called spermaceti, which is different from ambergris. Sperm whales have a particular diet. They love to eat squid and cuttlefish. These deep-sea creatures make up a large part of what sperm whales consume every day. Now, squid and cuttlefish have hard, sharp beaks. Whales can digest the soft parts of the squid, but the beaks are very difficult to break down. These indigestible beaks can sometimes cause problems for the whale. They can irritate the delicate lining of the whale's stomach and intestines. This irritation is thought to be the starting point for ambergris formation. The whale's body produces a sticky, fatty substance in its intestines. This substance coats the sharp beaks and any other indigestible material. Over time, more layers of this substance are added. The mass slowly grows larger and larger. This growing mass, made of whale secretions and squid beaks, eventually becomes what we know as ambergris. Scientists believe it is a relatively rare occurrence. Once a lump of ambergris is formed inside a sperm whale, it eventually needs to get out. How exactly this happens is still debated among scientists. One theory is that the whale vomits the ambergris mass out. This is why ambergris is sometimes called whale vomit. Another theory suggests it passes through the whale's digestive system. Regardless, the ambergris then begins a long journey. It floats on the ocean surface. It can drift for many months or even years, carried by currents and winds. During this time, it is exposed to the harsh marine environment. The strong sunlight beats down on it. The salty seawater constantly washes over it. This long period of floating and exposure is crucial. It transforms the ambergris into a valuable material prized by perfumers. Fresh ambergris is usually dark black or very dark brown. It is also quite soft and has a waxy, sticky texture. The smell of fresh ambergris is often described as very strong and unpleasant. Over many years, the ambergris undergoes a remarkable transformation. Its color lightens, changing from black to shades of grey, brown, silver, or even a creamy white or golden hue. The initial foul odour slowly disappears, replaced by a complex, subtle, and much more pleasant aroma. One of the main reasons ambergris is so incredibly precious is its extreme rarity. Think about the journey it takes. First, only a very small percentage of sperm whales, perhaps just 1 in 100, produce it. Then, this mass has to be expelled from the whale, which is not a fully understood process. After that, it must float on the vast ocean for many years, sometimes decades, to properly cure and develop its unique properties. Finally, after all this time, it has to wash up on a coastline somewhere in the world, and a person has to be lucky enough to find it. This chain of unlikely events makes genuine, high-quality ambergris exceedingly rare. Another key factor contributing to its high value is the consistent demand for it, especially from the perfume industry. For centuries, master perfumers have cherished ambergris for a very special quality. It acts as a remarkable fixative. This means that when it is added to a perfume, it helps the scent last much longer on the person's skin. It makes the fragrance more stable and enduring. There are very few natural substances that can perform this role as effectively as ambergris. Historically, ambergris has commanded incredibly high prices. Even in the modern world, genuine ambergris remains very expensive. Section 5. Ascent from history, ambergris through the ages. The use of ambergris by humans dates back thousands of years. Ancient civilizations were captivated by this mysterious substance from the sea. The ancient Egyptians, for example, are known to have used ambergris. They highly valued it for its fragrance. They would burn it like incense during religious ceremonies and in their homes to create pleasant aromas. Further east, the ancient Chinese also knew about ambergris. They had their own fascinating name for it, dragon spittle. This poetic name suggests they believed it originated from sea dragons. They used it in traditional medicine and also as a spice. During the Middle Ages in Europe, ambergris continued to be highly prized. In the Renaissance period, ambergris became a true luxury item. As global exploration and trade expanded, ambergris became an even more important commodity. Section 6. The perfumer's secret ambergris in modern scents. In the world of perfumery, ambergris is often spoken of with reverence. Perfumers sometimes refer to it as a miracle ingredient. It possesses an incredibly complex and subtle scent profile all on its own. Depending on its age and origin, it can evoke notes that are sweet, earthy, musky, marine-like, or even slightly floral or animalic. However, its primary role in perfume is not just about its own smell. Its true magic lies in what it does to the other ingredients in a fragrance. It has an almost transformative effect on the entire composition. The most celebrated property of ambergris in perfumery is its power as a fixative. A fixative is a substance that helps a perfume last longer on the skin. Ambergris, or rather the compounds within it, helps to slow down this evaporation rate. This makes the fragrance experience much more satisfying and luxurious for the wearer. Because genuine ambergris is so exceptionally rare and consequently very expensive, it is typically reserved for use in high-end, luxury perfumes. Given its high cost and the ethical considerations surrounding whale products, scientists have worked hard to develop synthetic alternatives to ambergris. These synthetic versions are much cheaper to produce and are now widely used in many mainstream perfumes. Section 7. Finding treasure, the hunt for ambergris. The vast majority of ambergris that comes onto the market today is found by sheer luck. It is typically discovered by ordinary people, beachcombers or fishermen, who happen to stumble upon it while walking along the shoreline or working near the sea. These lumps of ambergris can vary greatly in appearance. They might look like waxy, discolored rocks. Their color can range from jet black if relatively fresh, to various shades of gray, brown, or even almost pure white if they are very well aged. The texture is generally waxy, and sometimes they have squid beaks embedded within them. Ambergris can theoretically wash up on any coastline in the world, as it is carried by ocean currents. However, there are certain regions where finds seem to be more common. These hotspots often include the beaches of the Bahamas, Bermuda, parts of the African coast, New Zealand, Australia, and some European coastlines like those of the United Kingdom and France. Finding ambergris often depends on being in the right place at the right time. The moment of discovery can be incredibly exciting. For someone who finds a genuine piece of ambergris, it can feel like unearthing buried treasure. Often the finder might not even realize what they have found at first. It might just look like an unusual piece of sea debris. Section 8. Science unravels the mystery understanding ambergris. For many centuries, the true origin of ambergris was a complete enigma. People came up with all sorts of imaginative theories to explain where it came from. Some ancient writers believed it was hardened seafoam or dew. Others speculated that it grew like a fungus on rocks at the bottom of the ocean. One particularly colorful theory suggested it was the droppings of large birds that lived near the sea, which fell into the water and hardened over time. The connection between ambergris and sperm whales only began to be understood much later, primarily during the peak of the commercial whaling industry in the 18th and 19th centuries. Whalers, who hunted sperm whales for their oil and spermaceti, occasionally found strange, waxy masses inside the intestines of the whales they processed. These masses were identified as ambergris. This direct observation was the key that finally began to unlock the long-held mystery of its biological source. Modern science has allowed us to delve even deeper into the nature of ambergris. Chemical analysis has revealed its complex composition. The primary active ingredient in ambergris is a tritopene alcohol called ambrane. Interestingly, pure ambrane itself is virtually odorless. However, as ambergris ages and is exposed to sunlight, air and salt water, ambrane undergoes a process of degradation and oxidation. Section 9. The enduring allure ambergris today and tomorrow. Ambergris has fascinated humankind for thousands of years. Its mysterious origin within the sperm whale and its unique scent contribute to its allure. It links us to the enigmatic world of the sea. More than a perfume ingredient, ambergris connects us to nature. Today, sperm whales are protected and hunting them is illegal. Most ambergris used today is found naturally on beaches. This ensures no harm to whales. Ethically sourced ambergris is crucial for whale protection. The future of ambergris remains bright and rare. Synthetic alternatives exist, but natural ambergris is unmatched. Its rarity ensures it remains a luxury. Ambergris is a remarkable gift from the ocean.